Okay, let's dig into Psalm 27 for our deep dive today.
Yeah, it's an ancient piece, but wow, does it speak to things we still grapple with?
Absolutely. Like, how do you handle fear? Where do you find, real security, especially when things feel tough?
hmm And right from the start, it makes this bold claim.
It does. It puts the Lord, the divine figure here, forward as the source.
The source of light, salvation, strength, everything you'd need against fear.
And then those questions, almost challenging fear itself.
Exactly. Whom shall I fear, and of whom shall I be afraid? It's setting up this core idea. Internal security from this source is stronger than external threats.
But it doesn't pretend those threats aren't real. It gets quite graphic.
Oh, definitely. You've got evil men, enemies, foes, even the idea of a whole army attacking or war starting.
It feels very relatable if you've ever felt overwhelmed.
Right. But the response isn't to pretend it's not happening. It's a, my heart will not fear.
Even then will I be confident. So the confidence isn't about the absence of danger.
Precisely. It's tied directly to the nature of this divine presence, described as a stronghold, a secure place. Its stability coming from something seen as totally reliable.
So after establishing that trust against fear, the text kind of shifts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it moves towards where you find that security. There's this really focused desire expressed.
One thing I ask, this is what I seek.
That I may dwell in the house of the Lord, to gaze upon the beauty, and to seek him in his temple.
It's less about just being defended from things and more about wanting to be with the source of that defense in
Yeah.
its metaphorical house or temple.
And that seeking isn't just like an abstract feeling, it connects to actual safety.
How so?
Well, it says, in the day of trouble, he will keep me safe in his dwelling. He will hide me.
In this shelter. Set me high upon a rock. Those are very concrete images.
Very. Dwelling, shelter, a high rock. It's suggesting this connection offers real, tangible refuge, a kind of safety that lets you feel triumphant even when things are difficult.
But then, and this is fascinating, it doesn't just stay on that high note of confidence.
No, it gets incredibly vulnerable. There's a real plea.
Hear my voice when I call. Be merciful. Answer me. And that fear of abandonment.
Do not hide your face. Do not turn your servant away. Do not reject me or forsake me. It's quite raw.
It really is. It acknowledges that,
Yeah.
people do let you down. Even family. It mentions father and mother.
Right, which makes the next assertion even stronger. After acknowledging potential human failings, the trust is placed firmly back onto this divine figure. The Lord will receive me.
It's like finding the ultimate backstop when other supports might fail.
And there's also this need for guidance, practical guidance.
Teach me your way. Lead me in a straight path because of my oppressors. That feels very grounded, like dealing with real opposition, even false witnesses.
It does. But despite all that vulnerability and opposition, the perspective swings back again.
Back to hope.
Yes, but a specific kind of hope, an expectation of seeing goodness, and importantly, seeing it in the land of the living.
So not just pie in the sky, but experiencing something good here, despite the current struggles.
Mm.
I am still confident of this.
I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. It's holding on to that expectation.
So we've journeyed from declaring confidence, seeking connection and refuge, grappling with real vulnerability, and then landing on this resilient hope for this life.
And it all wraps up with this really strong, repeated instruction.
Yeah, the doubling is noticeable.
Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord.
It's clearly not just passive waiting, is it?
Not at all. It's an active waiting, a waiting with strength and courage. And crucially, that strength is tied directly back to the source it's been talking about all along.
Okay, so here's something to think about as we finish. The text urges waiting with strength, but links that strength directly to trusting and waiting for this specific divine source, the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So how might thinking about that specific source, the one proposed by the text, change how you understand or approach the act of waiting through your own difficult times? Something to consider.